Good afternoon, everyone. It's Monday, and I thought we'd better do a little update because it's been a while since I've done a live. Obviously, a lot's happened since we last did a live, and if you've watched the channel and you're an avid watcher, you'll know what happened with me and Mr. Bluebeam and what we're having to go through at this moment in time. I just wanted to say I appreciate every single one of you that likes and subscribes to the channel, and that have been following this journey of ours all this time. It's really, really strange not to have a fur ball running in and knocking stuff flying. It really is a state of my hair. Yeah, the house is so quiet. Excuse me, I have to keep having to adjust my leg as well. Got cramp in it. Well, I ain't got cramp in it. That's a lie, I've got a blood clot in it. But I don't know what to do with it at this moment in time. It's just not very comfortable. Don't matter where I put it or how I angle it, it hurts. So yeah, trying to get sort of on with a new way of living, I suppose, is hard. I mean, this wasn't on the cards. This wasn't meant to happen, was it? We wasn't meant to lose Mr. Bluebeam. He wasn't meant to suddenly go downhill like he did and be snatched away from us. And it's like any death. When you have a loved one, a family member or a pet who you don't think is anything wrong with them, and then all of a sudden they're ill, and not just ill, they suddenly die, it's very difficult for anyone to process, really. So trying to process having no Mr. Bluebeam is difficult. It's difficult because when you have a family pet and they're part of your life for 7 years, it's a strange one for all of a sudden for them not to be around and not to be running around and getting under your feet. And I mean, he would be jumping up in my face at this moment in time. But obviously, you know, if you know the journey, you know the story. Hey, we had to have Blue put to sleep. And I never wanted that. I didn't want that in a month of Sundays. Now then, so here we are. Can you believe it's 2 weeks? It's 2 weeks since Blue passed. It's crazy. My life has changed as well. I don't know if you know the backstory, but I was poorly, but just soldiering on as you do. I thought I'd done myself an injury at the gym, and it turns out I've got a blood clot. So I've got a blood clot in my left leg, behind my knee. So at the moment I'm off work because I'm in a lot of pain, and I'm on blood thinners. And it's a nightmare because it's just a case of waiting for it to dissolve and hoping the blood clot don't suddenly disappear somewhere else in your body. So I'm dealing with that, and obviously behind me is Mr. Bluebeam, and dealing with the grief of Blue not being here as well, which is really difficult. He is here. I'll show you guys. He is here with me, but it's not the same, is it? It's not the same. Never mind. I try not to get upset. But, yeah. It's difficult, isn't it? What, are you going to be like the security guard for all the people who we don't want? Saying weird and wonderful things, you can kick them out. You can if you want. by all means you can. So yeah, this is how I've set Blue's cage up behind me. Because this cage is built in. It's in the void under the stairs. So I can't just easily just rip the cage out. I mean, what would you do with this space? You'd end up putting crap in there, wouldn't you? You know, you'd end up just dumping stuff, and I'd rather it be set up like it was than just a hole to put your hoover in and stuff. And I ain't got an upright hoover anyhow. So yeah, I'll show you Mr. Bluebean. See if you can see, look. I don't know if I can angle it right. Can you see? Can you see stuff? So that's how we've set up Blue's little den. Don't even see any more in there, look. All his favourite toys. And in there is Blue's paw prints. Have you seen? I think they tried to do another one, but it didn't come out very well. So they're all Blue's paw prints. This was done at the crematorium. They didn't say anything. They just presented me with this, which was lovely. And then they did this certificate as well, which has got Blue's hair attached to it. So obviously Blue was a bluey grey Frenchie, and that white is from his chest. So they did a certificate of individual cremation. Because I don't know if you're aware that some of these places where they do cremation, they're not single pets. So you end up with lots of dogs being put in and cats. And do you know what I mean? You've got a combination of different animals. And I didn't want that for Mr. Bluebean. So we went somewhere where they could actually prove that just solely your pet is being cremated. So that's why I took him there. And here's Mr. Bluebean. Now, might need your help for some of these, guys. So this is the casket what we picked for Blue. And as you can see on the top, it opens up. If I turn it round so you can see. You can have a picture in it. But I need your help probably in the future picking a picture. Because there's that many wonderful pictures and times what we had together. I don't know which picture to choose from. That's the thing. So we need a picture picking. So we're probably going to have to do a poll or something on that. And then inside, there's a little pocket. Well, I brushed Blue and I got some fur from him. So, you know, it might seem strange to people, but if you want to, like, just stroke it, he's still there. And then, obviously, under this little pocket here, there's Blue. I thought you wouldn't be able to get to this, personally. I thought this might have been sealed off, but obviously it isn't. So that's Mr. Bluebean. That's where he is now. That's his little home. And like I say, what I'm going to do is, like the collar, like this piece, with his name tag and everything, I am eventually going to put it inside, so it's all kept safe. But yeah, I mean, it's very pretty, isn't it? You could have that as a tattoo, really, couldn't you? Something to think about, potentially. I could have his paw tattooed somewhere. But I can't at the minute, can I? Because I'm on blood thinners. Can you imagine? That would be a messy job. So this is what we've done for Blue. These are actually, here is 2 of Blue's beds. That's one bed and that's the second bed. Because he had to, because you know what it was like. He wanted to be all over the shop, didn't he? He wanted to actually, put this so you can see it. He wanted to be where I was, really, wherever I was. He wanted to follow me around. And he wanted to be with his mum. He didn't like being on his own. He was quite needy. So What we do at night time, we've got these candles what are quite good. Can you see? They're battery operated. So what we do is, we just put it there. We just put it there, and then Blue's not in the dark. And I think that's a lovely touch to have Blue there. So, yeah. Because obviously when we go to bed and we turn the lights off, it's quite dark down here. So that's why we have it set up like we have done. But yeah, it's very strange having a pet who then passes away and your home is just absolutely soulless and empty. If there's anyone out there who's ever lost a pet recently, my condolences to you guys. If you want to share any stories, that'd be lovely. On my TikTok page, I put a picture of Blue on there when he passed away, because we brought him home and it just looked like he was asleep. I mean, there is pictures on my video on YouTube of him asleep. And we've had like, what? I think it's coming up to 35,000 people say sorry for your loss, which is really heartwarming, because they're total strangers, but obviously they're all going through the same thing. They're all grieving for a pet, for a family member what's passed. So it has been nice, the outwarming support what I've received since Blue has passed away. This is hence the backdrop. But it's just really, really weird, because when you build a YouTube channel based on you and your dog, and the key character suddenly has to be put to sleep, now then, it's like a double act, isn't it? It's like your Cannon and Ball, and I'm trying to think of the other ones, you know, Tommy Cooper and the other one, and there's all them famous comedians where there's two of them and they bounce off each other, don't they? And the problem is now, I haven't got Blue. I haven't got the star attraction, because Blue's obviously passed away, and he had to be put to sleep, even though it kills me, because Blue was suffering. Blue was suffering. I mean, he walked into this crate normal on the Monday morning, and Monday tea time, he were going in and out to the bathroom on his own and everything. And then it was bedtime when we noticed Blue, the water bowls, which I'll show you. We didn't scrape the size of these. Blue's water bowls used to be just sat here behind me. We suddenly realised Blue wasn't standing anymore, and he was dragging himself. Like, literally dragging himself. His legs just didn't seem a part of his body. So we were like, well, do you know when you see something and you literally, hiya Mel, do you know when you see something and you're like, your brain and your eyes are not really telling you, or they are telling you what you're seeing, but you don't want to believe what you're seeing? And that's what it was like. It was like, in your heart, you knew something seriously gone wrong. And in your head, you was like, telling your eyes what you were seeing wasn't happening. That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. Oh, just move my other leg out the way. Oh. What? Put him to sleep? Many a times, Melvin. Many a times. This is the problem. That ain't the poorly leg, but this leg's got cramp. My other leg's the poorly leg. So, yeah, Paul's just gone and took the car for an MOT, if you wonder where he's gone. It's MOT time. In the UK, every year, when your car is 3 years old and older, you have to have an MOT. So he's took the car to have an MOT, because we've had to do some jobs on it as well. we had to change the ABS sensor because the ABS suddenly stopped working. So we fixed that, and it was only a cheap fix. It cost 18 quid, believe it or not. So that was quite good because we got the AA to come out and they put their gadget in and they found out which side it was. So that was spot on. And then we changed it because there's actually 4 ABS sensors, 1 on each wheel. It could have been expensive if I ended up changing all of them. So thank goodness. That pinpointed it down to the rear driver's side. So fingers crossed, everyone, it passes its MOT. Oh, let me just go get something. If I can get up. If I can get up. I'm crawling. There's something I want to show you. Stay there. I'm back in a minute. Right, I'm back. Oh, it's not good down here, guys. So I just want to say thank you. I got some cards sent. And this one was from Paul's sister. And just put, with deepest sympathy, we are so sorry for your loss of Blue. I think she tried to draw a paw print. On the funny side, it looks like a load of rabbit turds, but never mind. 10 for trying. He is no longer by your side, but he has certainly left a paw print in your hearts and was such much loved. Our thoughts are with you. If you need anything, just reach out. Love always, the gang. So that was lovely. Thank you, my dear. And then we got another one, right? And this was from our new next door neighbours. They've only lived there a couple of years, and it's quite heartwarming because the little girl was born on my birthday. So when it's her birthday next month, obviously it's mine as well. So I'll never forget her birthday, will I, Mel? So this card was nice. So pets are the family we choose. I'm so sorry for your loss. And then obviously they've got the like a Moonpig one and other companies. They've got it printed out. So they put to Tony and Paul. So sorry to hear about Blue. He was an amazing dog and an absolute joy to see darting around the garden. Now Edith is the little girl. Edith is 2 on the 20th of September. I'm just a little bit older than that. Edith would hear him back and recognise Blue excitedly. Now, it got really heart thingying because I was sat outside the other day and they put Edith on the shoulders and was carrying her out the garden, you know, into the garden on her dad's back. And she kept going, boo, boo, boo. And oh my goodness, I had to come in. I had to come inside. I had to come inside because I could feel myself welling up because obviously Blue wasn't around. And she were looking for him. She were looking for him. So Edith would hear him back and recognise Blue excitedly. You both clearly treated him like the king he was, and we can tell he lived such a great life. You were here if you need us. And then obviously they put their names. So that was really nice as well, wasn't it? To receive some cards from people. I don't know if you can see them. I keep moving them around. But yeah, it was a nice touch to receive a card, wasn't it? And also my mum, bless her, has chipped in £100 towards my pendant. That's not come yet. We had some issues with it because when I went to the pet place to get Blue cremated, I picked some jewellery, and it is a paw pendant. It's made out of glass, and obviously they had different pieces of glass, different colours of the rainbow you could pick. So I picked for Blue a nice blue piece of glass, and like I say, it's got a back coloured glass and then the paw, which is, it's hard to describe. If you can imagine, they had a clear background of a paw print. He was a dog. He was a dog, Mr. Bluebean. He was a French bulldog. So if you can imagine a background, a clear background in the shape of a paw made out of glass, and then the actual pad in blue. That's what I've chosen. And it's in the actual glass. When she makes it, it's going to have Blue's ashes inside. So I've seen one. It looks like glitter basically, but it's ashes inside the actual pendant. So it's not one of these pendants where I've seen you buy the pendant and it's got a hole in it and then you tip it in. This is actually in the fabric of the pendant. I don't know if it comes with a necklace or a chain, as some people call it. I'll have to see when it arrives. But it doesn't matter. I went with my mum to a local jeweller's and I said, do you sell them? Because I don't know if the clasp is silver or if it's just stainless steel. I know it's a silver colour, but I don't know what it's made out of. So when I get it, if it doesn't come with a chain, then I'll be taking it to the jeweller's and we'll get one. Because I don't want it too long, you know. I don't want it like B.A. Baracus from the A-Team. I don't want it down here. I want it sort of around this area. And then Blue can always be with me, can't he, then? We can be reunited again. It can come with me on my travels. Because we have got a holiday booked. I don't want to say too much at this moment in time. But we have got a holiday abroad booked. Now, the story behind that was that I actually booked it literally 2 days. I knew that made you laugh, Kate. Is it Ken or Kenneth? Let me know how you like to be called, because I know it upsets some people. I actually booked this holiday, I think it was 2 days before Blue started being ill. And it's crazy because in one hand, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And then the other hand, with what's going off with me not being very well and Blue and, you know, I think I need to go. But I'm not really certain what I'm, you know, my head's still a shed. Like I say, Blue only passed away 2 weeks ago. And he was booked in at the kennels. Can you believe that? And the whole holiday hinged around Blue being booked in at the kennels. So basically, what we said is, if we can't get Blue in at the kennels, we're not going on holiday. And lo and behold, they had availability to get Blue in. So Blue was the priority. And then imagine I then had to ring up and have this conversation with the kennels that my dog, who'd literally only been there 3 weeks earlier, because we went to Goodwood, had died, you know. And I was like, it's same with all the insurance companies and stuff. Ringing them up and trying to tell them that your pet is no longer with you is reopening the wound over and over and over again. I think, like they do with humans, they have something called a one-stop shop, where when people pass away, especially in the UK now, soon as you trigger it, it tells everybody. It tells like your council tax, your doctors, it tells everybody, right? And so the family don't have to have this painful conversation of, yeah, my family members died, and yeah, they've only just died, and it was yesterday or it was last night, you know. And I think maybe there should be something like that for animals, because they are one of your family, aren't they? And I have been properly tortured this last fortnight of ringing up and telling people, because it's hard to say those words, isn't it? I mean, I know, Melvin, you lost your dog, and that dog meant the world to you as well. Is there anybody else out there who's lost a pet, what, you know, really left a gaping hole in their lives like Blue is mine. Because like I say, if you don't know and you're new to the channel, Blue had literally turned 7 3 weeks and 6 days before he had to be put to sleep. I mean, that's no life at all. And it really upsets me because when I did my research into having French Bulldogs, the book, what I have upstairs still, says the breed lasts till 14. But to be honest with you, there's not many Frenchies what get to 14. Not many at all. Yeah, I bet you do, Mel. I bet you do. Because you cherished the time you had with your pet. And like I did with Blue. And I think it makes it worse, doesn't it? Yeah, and as I am a nurse, sometimes when we go, because I go into people's homes and I'm a community nurse, it's a bit sad. The first thing, say this was the animal, the first thing I do is now, then, and I'm like petting the animal. And then I say, oh, and who have we come to see today? But the animal gets my attention first. Maybe I should have been a vet or a veterinary nurse, but I think I would have been too upset, wouldn't I? Because it's strange. I mean, again, with my job, I can have these difficult conversations. I can tell people, yes, you've not got very long with your loved one. All that, okay? But boy, did Blue get me. He got me. We're going to hold it together and not get upset. Yeah. Would I get another one? Of course I would. Of course I'd get another Mr. Bluebeam. But it wouldn't be Mr. Bluebeam, would it? I don't think there'd ever be one like Blue. But, yeah. Definitely. Animals just, you know, they leave this massive hole in your heart because I think it's because, like with Blue, every morning I'd come down these stairs and Blue would be at the bottom. Without fail, he'd be waiting. And then he wanted a cuddle, a chest rub, a back rub, and then we'd trot through into the lounge, open the curtains together if it was, you know, still dark when we got up, especially the winter time of year, and then turn the light off, and he'd always do these stupid snake noises and stretches, a downward dog, and then he would have his breakfast before me. I'd bring it through in his big boy bowl, and then I'd sort myself out, you know. He would come first. And same when I used to come home from work, I used to back on the front, and we've got a bay window, and Blue, rightly or wrongly, I know they shouldn't, and I've told him a billion times, would stand on his back legs, looking out the window, barking at me until I waved at him. And this is the kind of relationship we had. I mean, how many humans every single day would be pleased to see you? Not very many. But yes, Melvin, definitely. And there is even talk in the pipeline, and you'll all think I'm crazy, of potentially getting 2. I know, hold that thought. Because I always wanted a boy and a girl. So you could see the difference in size, and it would be companions for each other. Yes, I know, we're talking mega bucks and vet bills, and someone said to me, well, it's twice the heartbreak, isn't it? And I said, you've only got one heart, and mine has been obliterated. So what does it really matter? You know, it don't really matter. My home and my family, because I haven't got any children, there is a lot of love to give here from especially myself. there's a lot of love to give a dog, because it gets me out the house. We do our daily dog walks. We're trying to get fit. We're trying to get healthy. We're trying to get fresh air. It helps your mental health as well. Yeah. So that is oh, my leg's killing me. That's what we're on with. Not right now. Not right now. This will be next year. We'll see how it goes, because obviously I don't want anyone to think, oh, he's died and you're just replacing him like that, because that's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. It's just about the healing process as well, you know. At the minute, it's just awful. It's just bloody awful. You know, Mel, I wish Blue would have been a dad, because we never had him doctored. I just wish, you know, he had puppies. I just wish he did, because they would have been brilliant. His temperament, you know what he was like. He was just soft as muck. He just loved anybody. And we have been looking back through the videos, and do you know what? It's been hard. It's been so hard to look at the videos and see what, you know. I mean, firstly, we've got my birthday. Then we've got Paul's birthday. Thank you, dear. And then we've got Christmas. And I think that's going to be an absolute killer. Christmas is going to be a killer, because Blue had his own Christmas stocking around the fireplace. He had his own presents. He had a Christmas jumper. He really was part of the family. He had his Christmas bowl. I mean, there's multiple videos of it. He got a full Christmas dinner. Nothing was left out. He had everything. He even had a Christmas cracker. You know, my dog was absolutely spoiled. Spoiled. And it's going to be so tough to not have him here, because reading between the lines of my rota and how it works, it's my Christmas off this year. I worked last Christmas. But it's just not going to be the same again, is it? It's not going to be the same. Just not going to be the same, because, yeah, when you haven't got that bundle of joy to undo something and watch, you know, because Blue would undo wrapping paper. Flipping heck. You'd wrap a present up and it'd be in. It was terrible. But he just thought it was a game, didn't he? So, yeah. Got to get rid of, you know, through the milestones to try and heal. But it does help in being here. It does. But it's still not the same, is it? You know. I mean, I talk to him. You probably think I'm on drugs. I come in the morning and I'll talk to him. And I'll turn his candle off and, you know. Well, at the moment, the problem is I've got a blood clot in my leg. This is why I'm currently off work. It all came to a head when Blue was sick as well. But I put my needs to one side. You're going to set me off again, guys. I put my needs to one side because I wanted him better. So I have tried to do a little bit, but I'm in pain at the minute. My heart's broken and I'm broken. So, yeah, I'm struggling. I am trying to do the walks, guys, but I'm pumped full of paracetamol. They did want to give me more stronger drugs, but I've said no. So that's what the problem is. And to be fair, it doesn't seem right. Do you know, in the daily dog walks, it just seems like something's missing. Something's not there, you know. So I'm trying with my leg, but the problem is we can end up moving this blood clot around. Oh, it's alright. Just shit hits the fan. Literally, shit is hit the fan. And everything has come at once. Absolutely everything has come at once. And that's why I want to keep the channel going. And this is why I wanted to do this live, to tell you. It's not that I'm being lazy or anything like that. I'm just heartbroken and poorly. I'm trying to soldier on. I try and want to bring you decent content as well. Because there was a few people what was like, oh, you should throw it all in, you should cancel the channel, you shouldn't bother anymore. But Blue wouldn't want that. He wouldn't. He wouldn't. He loved his walks. Get me again. So yeah. Alright, Mel, thank you for watching. Glad you could join. I know, Kenneth, it does. And you know, when you say stuff comes in threes, well, I've got another issue, another health issue, which is more personal, I've got to deal with, but I can't at this moment in time, you know. So I've actually got a broken heart because my dog had to be put to sleep. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I've got a blood clot in my leg, and I maybe have to go into day surgery for something to be removed what shouldn't be there, in a place what women only have, without being... So it's absolutely marvellous. And I've booked my holiday before all this kicked off. But I am still allowed to go. Give her my love, Melvin. That's my cousin who's off to see my auntie. Give her my love. I hope she has a good day. So yeah, you can see everything has just come at once. These past 2 weeks, boom. I've had to give up my personal training sessions because I don't know if that's what's caused it. We tried to push through with the exercise, and I did say to the lady at the time, my leg does not feel right, okay? My leg is not right. It just felt super tight, super stiff and throbbing all the time. And me being a nurse, I was feeling around on my leg. As it's pumped up, this calf is swollen, really bad. Not really hot, little bit of warmth, but swollen and very painful. And I stuck it out for about 5 days. And then, like I say, because Blue was sick and I had an opportunity to get myself sorted out at the same time, because I'd rung up work and said, look, you know, Blue's woke up paralysed. I need to get him sorted. I then just went to the doctors as well. They then said, you need to get your ass off to A&E. And I went, can't. Blue has to get in at the vets. They're waiting for him. But my mum was at the dentist. So I need her to get back from the dentist. This was all in the morning. So she can come with me, because how the hell am I going to hold my dog? He can't even stand by this time. So, yeah. It was crazy. Absolute crazy. So, yeah, I mean, you can't write it. Sometimes, you know, when you think my life should be made into a book, it was one of them moments. It definitely was one of them moments. I'm going to put Blue's candle back. Blue's favourite toy. Little dog. Now, little dog started off like this little dog. With ears. And Blue ate the ears off this one, look. Can you see? Blue ate the ears off. I never did find the ears. He ate them. And he used to suck the head of the dog. This is why it's deformed, look. Like a dummy. It's crazy. I know. I know, Kenneth. We've already lost one family member through a stroke. And my dad had a blood clot. And that went from his leg to his chest. And he was very lucky. So, yeah, I know. I just feel like I'm sitting here waiting for something to kick off. Well, let's just touch a load of wood, shall we? We don't want any of that. So, yeah, this was Blue's little dog. It smells of blue, so I'm not going to wash it. He loved this. But like I say, I bought him a new one. And he didn't like that one. He liked this one. And it didn't matter how many times I went, Blue, you've got a new one. He went back to the old one. So there you go. I'll just put him back next to Snuff. And another of his favourite toys. Can you remember this one, guys? From all the shorts. Bloody dinosaur. Well, these all used to squeak. So, oh, he punctured them all. I thought there was one left. No, he punctured them all. That was a Costco special, that. Just whacked myself in the face. That was 15 quid. Best 15 quid ever. He loved this bloody dinosaur. Put it back on there. But yeah, I'm not getting rid of any of his stuff. I mean, a couple of blankets we had to because he had that issue with his bum bleeding and it used to make a right mess. So we got rid of some of the worst blankets. We washed all the others. We're keeping majority of his toys and everything like that because it costs money, doesn't it? I don't know if you realise, but this bottom bed, move these cards out of the way, this bottom bed here, that was nearly 100 quid. Oh, my leg's hurting. That was nearly £100. And then this top one is the other bed, which was smaller. And I think that was 70 quid. So I was like, do you know what? We're going to keep it. Oh, story to tell you. Can you listen? No, it's not Father Christmas or his elves. Right, basically, guys, what we had to do was, when Blue went down the garden, he was a bugger for going to the bottom fence. And if there was a dog there, it don't matter what it was, he'd try to fight him. So he'd try and stick his snout through. And I'm like, oh my God, we can't have any more fighting, right? So what we did, we put these bells on his collar. So when he started going like lightning, we could hear him running and try and collar him. No pun intended. Tried to collar him before he got to the bottom end of the garden, which we never, very, very, very rarely did. And then we grab hold of him and let the dog go past. But yeah, the cat bells. The cat bells. So that's what you used to hear him when he were running. Well, that's why we put them on there. Because we needed to hear him. Because especially if you were doing any gardening. If you're doing any gardening. And you just had your eye off him. It'd be straight to the bottom. and then snarly farly through the bloody thing. Half the time people walking on the riverbank behind my house didn't have the dogs on leads. So their dog would come down off the bank, down up to my boundary, and then we'd have this issue. So that's why it was to give us a little bit of notice that Blue was running, basically, so we could intercept him. But I don't know what else we got in here. Oh, these this was nice. The actual place where we got him cremated, they wrote a poem. Let me find it. There we go. Poem time. Are we ready? Are you all sat quiet with your cup of tea? It's called A Pet's Peace. I have left you now, but please don't be sad. You gave me all the love you had. You did so much for me in any time here, and I'll always hold those precious times near. I know someday you'll find love again, and into your life will come a new friend. Your heart will heal, though you'll never forget memories like the first time we met. Memories are wonderful, so keep them close, and remember all the good times the most. Up in the heaven for animals is where I'll be, and someday in the future each other will see. I am at peace now, so please don't be sad. You gave me all the love you had. So I thought that was really nice, that. That was a poem, what they wrote, especially. Well, I think they give it to all pets. Right. I might have to disappear to find out. Oh, fine. It was nice, wasn't it? Don't you think? I might have to disappear now, guys, because my other half's come back. And I want to find out if the car's passed its MOT, because that'll be the next thing, won't it? And also, I've seen an email pop up from the insurance company, so this could either be good or bad news. Anyway, please like and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment below, and like I say, thank you for supporting us through this tough time. We'll keep buggering in and we'll get there in the end. All right. Take care, guys.